If you have noticed sudden mood swings or heightened sensitivity over the last few days, you aren't imagining things, and you certainly aren't alone. Human emotion functions as a cosmological weather system. The mind acts as a sophisticated receiver, constantly tuning into external cosmic frequencies that dictate the internal atmosphere. Right now, that system is broadcasting a very specific signal. On May 3rd, 2026, the moon enters Sagittarius, shifting the emotional dial and tuning us into an entirely new frequency. This conceptual model shows our cosmic architecture. Notice the central blue vortex. As the moon transits Sagittarius, an energetic ripple starts in this engine room. Passing through Jupiter's domain, that wave rolls across these concentric rings, amplifying the energetic baselines of the entire zodiac. Understanding this weather system is the difference between being violently thrown around by emotional turbulence and consciously surfing a wave of massive personal growth. As this broadcast ripples outward, it makes first contact with the physical, grounding elements of the zodiac, fire and earth. Look at this vector plot of planetary baseline frequencies. For Aries, Mars' governing frequency spikes sharply, surging with physical energy. Leo experiences an identical surge from the Sun's frequency. And for Sagittarius, Jupiter creates the largest sustained wave, demanding rapid expansion. To stabilize this much amplified fire energy, you need a psychological anchor. Stay grounded, stay present, and trust the process unfolding before you. The systemic broadcast then hits the earth signs. For Taurus, the wave amplifies its Venusian energy, turning a normally steady, methodical rhythm into a heightened state of material and sensory awareness. Virgo's activation is governed by an amplification of Mercury's earth frequency, accelerating the drive to process information and organize the physical environment. For Capricorn, the transit amplifies Saturn's heavy, stabilizing wave, putting immense pressure on your structural and professional foundations. Despite having totally different planetary rulers, the survival mechanism for all of these physical signs requires the exact same repetitive anchor: absolute presence and trust in the system's process. The physical elements absorb the impact first, but the ethereal waves broadcast to the air and water signs manifest as intense mental and emotional resonance. This vector plot models the air elements. Gemini is hit with a high-frequency wave, heightening Mercury's communicative channels. For Libra, Venus tries to organize this frequency into a perfectly balanced waveform. For Aquarius, Uranus injects unpredictable spikes into the broadcast. The mind must be actively stabilized against this static. Again, stay grounded, stay present, and trust the process. Finally, the wave reaches the deep emotional undercurrents of the water signs. Cancer takes a direct hit from its lunar governance, meaning the emotional tide will pull much harder and faster than usual. Scorpio's deep activation is governed by the amplification of Pluto's heavy wave, dredging up transformative currents from the absolute bottom of the emotional ocean. And Pisces is saturated by Neptune's highly sensitive, boundary-dissolving frequency, making it difficult to tell where your feelings end and someone else's begin. Whether the amplified frequency manifests as mental static or a deep emotional flood, the ultimate navigation tool is exactly the same. Stay grounded, stay present, and trust the unfolding cosmic process. Hearing those identical instructions on repeat isn't an accident. When a system-wide broadcast floods the entire psychological spectrum, a repetitive anchor acts as a necessary stabilization technique for the human mind. Looking back at the structural model of this space, we can see the dome, the rings, and the luminaries functioning together. The May 3rd transit operates as a scheduled, mechanical feature of the cosmic interface, a predictable motion inside an operational machine. This interface mechanism has a specific purpose. It operates as an intentional invitation from the system itself, pushing the soul to evolve and align with its highest potential. Your role here is to navigate this specific transit with awareness, grace, and an open heart, rather than reacting blindly to the shifting frequencies passing through your mind. We occupy the role of active players on a cosmic stage. The cosmos is broadcasting its stage directions, and the only question is whether we are listening.